Hello, my friend. Welcome back to Professor's Underground Project. It has been a while since our last video, but today we will tackle framing in the basement. This is a crucial step in transforming your basement. So let's get started. First, layout and preparation. Begin by identifying any obstacles like pipes and wires. These might need to be reorganized, rerouted, or tucked away. When planning your wall layout, remember to maintain about a 1-inch airspace between the framing and the foundation wall. This is good practice for insulation and moisture control. When planning your basement project, the first major decision is the layout of your framing and walls. This can be quite the puzzle, especially in smaller basements where you want to maximize every inch of space. I choose to use every corner in my basement, which resulted in a total of 37 inside and outside corners. This approach indeed maximizes space, and my family loves the beautiful outcome. But be aware, this also means a lot more work. You will deal with complex measurements and cuts. Each corner adds to the time and precision needed. Every corner not only means more framing work, but also more complex drywalling, taping, mudding, and corner beads later on. So if you have space to waste, create more straight lines and cut corners, so to speak, for the walls. This alone will save you tremendous time for the entire basement project. But it's your decision to make now. Mark your lines both on the floor and the ceiling joists for accuracy. A self-leveling laser is a huge helper. I couldn't have done this project without it. Next, let's talk about the cats. These are blocks you will add every 2 to 3 feet where your wall runs parallel to the joists. They provide support for your framing. If your basement requires fireblocking, which is a safety measure, install vertical fire blocks along the foundation wall. These can be made of materials like 5/8 fire code type X sheetrock, metal, 3/4 plywood, or 2-inch lumber. If you use drywall, secure it with drywall screws and then use fire caulk like orange spray foam to seal any remaining gaps. Before framing, ensure any existing cables or wires are moved and loosened, especially if you plan to hang plastic sheeting for moisture barrier. Speaking of which, for moisture barriers, hang a 4mm plastic sheet from the sill plate to the floor. Overlap each sheet by about 2 feet for effective coverage, but no need to tape them, just hang them up against the wall. Let's move on to framing. If you are working in a tight space and around obstacles, it's often easier to frame directly on the spot. Cut and place your top and bottom plate. Clamp the top plate to the joists or cats and toe-nail the studs to the top and bottom plates. It's important to note that the bottom plates should be pressure-treated lumber for ground contact. If you have room, another approach is to frame the wall on the floor, then stand it up and push it into space. Ensure everything is vertical aligned and plumb before nailing the top plate to the joists or cats. For the bottom plate, use a ramset gun to secure it to the concrete floor at intervals about every 4 feet. Make sure you get the certificate to use the ramset and wear protective gears, including goggles and ear protection. Don't forget about horizontal fire blocking. This involves placing fire blocks from the bottom to the top of your framing, covering any gaps between the stud and the wall, and should be done every 10 feet or less. A couple of tips for a smooth process. First, a self-leveling laser, again, can be incredibly helpful for ensuring your walls are vertical and everything is correctly aligned. Second, when measuring and cutting studs, consider cutting them about 1/8 of an inch shorter than the actual measurement, especially if you have tiles on the floor above. This prevents damage if the fit is too tight. Last, use 3-inch or 3¼ inch framing nails for the best results. Remember, this is just an overview of the framing process. We'll delve deeper into specific techniques like measurement, marking, cutting, and handling corners in our next video. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you again for watching Professor's Up. If you found this helpful, give us a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified about our upcoming videos. Part of my New Year resolution is to make regular video updates on this channel. If a professor can do it, you can do it. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and give you peace. 平安。